It was September 19, 1944. A thick, bone-chilling fog rolled across the farmlands near Aricourt, France. The air was damp, heavy, and silent, except for the distant rumble of engines and the soft squelch of mud beneath metal treads. Inside a mud-caked M4 Sherman tank, First Lieutenant Merwin Men of the 37th Tank Battalion leaned over the turret rim, his eyes straining into the gray abyss. Every man inside could feel it, the tension, the waiting, the unspoken fear. Somewhere ahead, hidden by the fog, were the Panthers. The German PZKPAW 5th Panther was the most feared tank on the Western Front. Its thick, sloped armor could shrug off nearly every American shell. Its gun could slice through Allied armor from over a mile away. Facing one head-on was suicide. And yet, that morning, Men and his crew sat in silence, waiting for the inevitable clash. Unbeknownst to them, their Sherman held something new, something extraordinary. Among the usual loadout of high-explosive and armor-piercing rounds were 6 mysterious shells, their tips painted black with a small silver ring. Officially labeled M93 high-velocity armor-piercing HVAP ammunition, they carried tungsten carbide cores, denser and harder than any metal known to most soldiers. These 6 rounds would soon change the very nature of tank warfare. The problem of the Sherman. To understand how those shells found their way into a muddy French battlefield, we have to go back to early 1944, before Normandy, before Aricourt, when American planners faced an uncomfortable truth. The M4 Sherman, the dependable workhorse of the U.S. Army, was outmatched. Against the older German Panzer IV, it had done well. But against the new Tigers and Panthers appearing in ever greater numbers, its 75mm gun was nearly useless. Reports from Italy and the Eastern Front confirmed it. Sherman shells bounced off thick German armor like pebbles on stone. By the time Allied forces landed in Normandy that June, the situation was dire. The Panther's long-barreled 75mm Kabuki 42 gun could destroy a Sherman from well over 1,500 meters. In contrast, the Sherman's 75mm M3 could barely penetrate the Panther's frontal plate even at point-blank range. Tank crews knew it. Some grimly joked that their tanks lit up like Ronson lighters, because once hit, they burned fast and bright. At General Eisenhower's headquarters, frustration turned to anger. "You mean our 76 won't knock these Panthers out?" Eisenhower reportedly demanded. "I thought it was the wonder gun of the war." It wasn't the gun that was at fault. It was the ammunition. The race for a new round. Back in the United States, engineers and metallurgists had been experimenting with a radical concept. Instead of relying on weight and size, what if penetration came from speed and density? The idea gave birth to a new projectile, a lightweight aluminum body surrounding a small but incredibly hard tungsten carbide core. When fired, it would travel faster than any shell.